Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls. I know school is starting soon for some of you, and I'm sorry. When Uncle Jay was a kid, school started a lot later. But we only had 3 channels in our lives, and you had to get up to change them, and the phone was tied to the wall, and you had to pay for music. Life was terrible. Sex was safer. Anyway, Uncle Jay's news word for this week is turbulent. It means messy, kind of shaky, dangerous. This word is in the news a lot, actually, but lately the news has been extra turbulent. That bridge collapse, the mine disasters, plane crash, floods, High School Musical 2. You may wonder, boys and girls, why do such terrible things happen in this world? And luckily, there are plenty of people who are eager to tell you why. They know God's reasons for everything that happens. That hurricane in Jamaica, it's because gay marriage was legalized in Hawaii, which this map shows is right next to Jamaica, and God was so angry that his aim was a little bit off. Those wildfires in California, that's God's way of telling David Beckham that it's time to start delivering on his return on investment. And once again, the financial news is turbulent, up and down like a handful of counterfeit Viagra, which we've all heard about. Finance is kind of like this, boys and girls. Your friend Chuck says, hey, dudes, everybody give me your allowance and I'll lend it to other kids at a profit. And you do, and he does. But then nobody pays Chuck back, and he moves to the Cayman Islands with your allowance. And then Asia's economy collapses. And once again, another batch of toys turns out to be bad. I am sorry, boys and girls, but if you have any toys that are on this list, they have to go back. So check it very carefully. It's really sad that little children have to suffer because God gets angry about Kansas teaching evolution again. It's just not fair. But now, boys and girls, it is time to answer one of your news questions. This week it comes from Steve in Corona, South Dakota. Hi, Steve. He writes, Dear Uncle Jay, why was I hearing so much about this dead guy, Elvis Presley? My mom played me some of his songs, and they're okay, but what's the big deal? Thanks, Steve. Well, Elvis was special because he broke new ground in rock music, he broke new ground in television picture composition, and even in cuisine. And last week was one of those 0 anniversaries of his death, which people love for some reason. I don't know why, but we'll all have a chance to figure out why again in about 2 weeks. Well, boys and girls, send your news questions to Uncle Jay at UncleJayExplains.com. I'll see you next Monday when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember, a good kid is good news.